everyone, welcome in today. The Raiders are taking on the Detroit Lions. Before we get into our game, we're going to go ahead and hit some upgrades. Michael Mayer is our only upgrade. He's already a 78 overall possession, and I think I'm going to go into it, and I just want to improve him, make him a 79. We get 4 awareness, 1 catching, 1 lead block. That's a great upgrade. We'll take that. So I said I was going to reveal the names on this draft class in this episode, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to spoil a little bit from our Coach KJ Dynasty, but if you're watching that on channel, I've already started setting it up. So at number 1, they have Ahmad Burley. It says he's from Florida. He's not one of our players. He's just a generated guy. I probably should change his school so it doesn't get confusing. At 2, they have QB Jack Garola, who plays for Coach KJ at the University of Florida. He comes into this draft having an up-and-down college career, throwing interceptions left and right, but you know what? He's the best quarterback in this class. At 3, they have Devon Maiden, a corner out of Oregon. And then at 4, you have Kennedy Pretlow. He was an award winner at Stanford. He came out this year. He's a speed rusher. He's going to be a really, really good quarterback, I think. At 5, they have Elijah Benson going. He is the quarterback out of Georgia. I'm surprised he came out. He's just 5'10", 192. 2 straight years with severe injury issues. I did not expect to see him in the draft class, but, you know, when it's a weak class, you have to jump in. They have us expected to take Jed Compton, who was a recruit I recruited when Coach KJ was at Penn State. He is a dominant right tackle, and you know what? He might be a really good target for us, even though I'd like to maybe get a quarterback in this class. Right tackle Jed Compton could be exactly what we need on our O-line. Looking at some of the other players, Derek Springs comes over from our Coach KJ Dynasty. Jalen Wade comes over as well. JoJo Kissinger is going to be one of the juniors in this one. Trying to remember them all. I do not remember every player that went pro. Some of them we didn't really play against. So Adarian Anderson won the Mackey Award. He's a shorter tight end, but he was dominant at Mississippi State, so he could be a really good player. He's projected to go in the first round. And as I'm going down, Paul Kane I know is from our Dynasty file. He's more of his own corner. Paul Nicholson, a halfback out of USC. He's projected to go in the first round. And what I find shocking is the quarterback's not expected to go in the first round at all. He's out of UConn. He's the 3rd best player, or 5th best player in this class. So that's a little bit of a shock. Here we are in Detroit, Michigan. The Lions come in to face the Raiders. Like I said, this is probably Jimmy Garoppolo's last start if he has another bad performance. The Lions are going to come in and wear their new alternate helmet with their gray uniforms. It's a nifty look, if I'm being honest. It's a Sunday or a Monday night game. Let's get into it. We're going to start this game on offense with Hunter Renfrow back on the return. Don't know why he got stuck back there. I'm going to have to look at our depth chart. Looking at our starting lineup for this game. On offense, we have Jimmy Garoppolo's going to start today, but this could very well be his final start of the season. Everybody else on the offense remains the same. We didn't have any injuries. Jermaine Illuminor returns, so that should help our right tackle position out just a little bit. Jimmy G comes out onto the field leading this offense. 9 touchdowns, 13 picks, 1,100 yards. About 50% completion percentage. He really hasn't been very good for us at all. All right, this is going to be a tough game for this team. We're going to come out and try to establish the run early, as that's not a very good start. Anzalone, or Jack Campbell, actually comes over and makes the play with Aiden Hutchinson. Our depth chart got messed with because Brandon Bolden's now our fullback as well. I need to go through and take a look at this. I have auto reorder depth chart off. I don't know what happened here. Weird looking at our depth chart. I guess Jakob Johnson's not on our team. I don't remember getting rid of him, but he's no longer here. I could just be mistaken as Jimmy misses. He just misses Devontae Adams on that. We're going to have to punt it to Detroit. Jared Goff is the Detroit Lions quarterback, and honestly, he isn't having his best season. He has 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 picks. He's not tearing it up like he is in real life, so that gives us a little bit of hope, and maybe that's why Detroit seems to be down a little bit this season. Here they are, though. It looks like Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be in the backfield. He gets the carry, and that is a broken tackle on Marcus Epps, and he goes for 9 yards. Looking at our starting defense, you'll notice Max Crosby is missing. He broke his finger in practice. He's going to miss 2 weeks. So we're going to be without our stud defensive end. It's going to be Malcolm Kuntz filling in. I doubt he can fill that void, but we have to deal with the adversity. Let's see what happens. Our D-line's significantly weaker than what it has been, as we run a little bit of pressure there on play action, and that's an incompletion, bringing up a 3rd and 1. Here we are trying to get pressure, and nothing happens. Jahmyr Gibbs breaks Robert Spillane's tackle and goes for another first down. Here we are trying to get some pressure on this Detroit offense. And that one works. He only picks up 3 yards. Oh, that's a broken tackle for Gibbs and another Detroit first down. So far, our defense hasn't been able to do anything to slow down Detroit, as we're going to try to send some pressure, and we get Jared Goff to the ground. That's Amari Burney on the blitz getting the sack. Goff looks to be shaken up, but he gets up off the turf. That backs Detroit up, and that's probably our only way to stop this offense, in my opinion. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs, and look at that. Gibbs has the edge in the first down. It's Morig not able to take him down. Marcus Peters catches him from behind, but Gibbs has 4 carries for 50 yards already today. Here we are. It's 1st and 10, and Gibbs breaks the first tackle, but Tillery's there to get him to the ground. David Montgomery checks into the game now. Maybe that'll help us slow down their rushing attack as they go to him. And it looks like it does not, as he breaks the tackle, gets a first down to about the 12-yard line. However, there is a flag on the play. It's holding, so it's going to all come back and not count. So now it's 2nd and 15, and Gibbs is back in the game. He can probably convert this immediately. He's been a beast so far as Tillery. Oh, no, that's Belial Nichols gets him to the ground. They lose some yardage. It's 3rd and 16. Now's the time to get a stop and hopefully hold him to 3 here. Goff's got to hold on to the ball, and he throws that inaccurately. He had a man open. That's okay. We held him to a field goal. 49-yard field goal up, and that looks like it's going to be right down the middle and good. Detroit takes a 3-0 lead in this one. Send a guy in motion here. We're looking. That's going to be Devontae Adams, but that ball can't get down the field to him. He's coming wide open across the field. All right, 2nd and 10. We're going to run it here. Right to Josh Jacobs. That's a nice move. He's going to pick up probably 8 on that, and that's exactly what he gets. 3rd and 2 here. We're going to come out and pound the rock right up the middle with Josh Jacobs, and that's a first down. However, he gets hurt on the play. That could be a big loss for this Raiders team. He is a very impactful player for us, but he's only on the sideline. That's a good sign. Amir Abdullah is going to check into the game to replace him currently. It looks like we're looking to pass to him here out into the flats. He tries to break the tackle. He ends up picking up a yard. Here we are on 2nd down looking to pass. There's not a whole lot open here, and that's just a incompletion. I should have thrown it short underneath. We had a check down open. Jacobs bruised his shoulder. I think we're going to go ahead and keep him out just to play it safe. I think Abdullah's a little faster, so he might help us in this passing attack anyway. As we have, I thought we had Michael Mayer open, but that's just totally way off the mark by Jimmy Garoppolo once again. I mean, at this point, I'm realizing I made a mistake starting Jimmy G today. He should be riding the pine. He's just not good enough. You might see Aiden O'Connell here soon. He can't hit the broadside of the barn in this one. I just don't want to keep him out there if he sucks. Because in my opinion, he's hurting the team with how bad he's playing right now. We're just lucky Goff hasn't been on point, as he's going to throw it here and just completely miss himself. Thankfully, that helps us out a little bit. Big 3rd and 10 here. We need a stop to stay in this game as we try to get some pressure on Goff. We don't, and that's Laporta wide open out the midfield. This is one of them games that feels like our defense is just awful. I might have to update the sliders too. I know there's been some updates since the last time I've touched sliders, and I know Matt 10's adjusted them, so I might input the latest Matt 10 sliders here just to keep everything up to date. I mean, it's not the reason we're playing so poorly, but I do feel like keeping the sliders up to date will help out the series overall. We can't allow Detroit to get on the board again. As Goff throws that quick, and that's incomplete. He was intending that for, not sure who that was, honestly. Against my better judgment, following a good punt that gets us down to sets us up at the 11-yard line to start this drive. Jimmy G comes back out there, and Josh Jacobs has his most explosive run of the day, getting us all the way out to the 26-yard line. This is a ball control team right here, so we need to do everything we can to possess it and drain the clock, as Malcolm Rodriguez goes down for the Lions. Jacobs, we probably should have thrown that out there on the bubble. Big 3rd and 5. We had to burn a timeout in order to avoid a penalty. We have Jacoby Myers wide open. First down. We moved the chains. I couldn't find this play the first time I was looking here. That's why we had to burn the timeout. First quarter comes to an end. We're trailing this one 3-0. We really have done absolutely nothing on offense so far. We've had a little bit of success on the ground, but that's all. Coming out in the gun to begin the second quarter. Let's see if we have any luck. Going to our star receiver. That's Davante Adams getting a first down, moving the chains, and then getting shaken up at the end of that play. That could be dreadful. It looks like he's on the sideline. That's hopefully a good sign for us. Playing any length of time without Davante Adams is just a bad thing for this offense. As we're looking to throw it here, that's going to be a tight window and nearly intercepted and ended up being quite a poor decision. Brian Branch knocks that one down. Davante's got a shoulder strain, and I'm going to bring him back. I know maybe it's not the best decision to rush him, but we need him on the field here. As this team struggles without him, we go to Josh Jacobs, pick up 3, bringing up a 3rd and 7. Following a dumb delay of game penalty, now it's backed up to a 3rd and 12, and it looks like we have Michael Mayer open, but Jimmy Garoppolo misses him once again. How can he keep sucking so bad? This is not a smart decision. I already know it, but my frustrations are taking over, and we're going to go for this. You know what? Why not? We're going to take a shot. It's nearly intercepted. I think Jimmy's day is done, honestly. I'm done with him at this point. Lions take over at the 45-yard line. It's still a 3-0 game. We probably should have punted that. Been smarter about field position, but Jahmyr Gibbs is going to break that off. Break Trayvon Moehrigg's tackle and get all the way down to the 26-yard line. It don't matter when we allow plays like that where they start at. I didn't think Max Crosby was making a big enough impact on the game. I tell you what, without him out there, I can see how much we miss him currently, as our defense can do nothing to slow down the Lions, as that's another easy completion for Marvin Jones Jr. Now down to about the 15-yard line with a 1st down and 10. Hopefully our defense can stop and maybe get this to just a field goal. That'd be best case scenario. Gibbs goes down after picking up just 2. 2nd and 8 now. It looks like it's play action out to Gibbs, probably in the flat. No, they're going to go to the end zone. That's a touchdown, I think. What a play by Marvin Jones Jr. And as you can see, the injury to Bilal Nichols is a dislocated hip. He very well may not come back at all this season with an injury like that. That's a big loss for our defense. Following that, another horrible drive. Jimmy G's on the bench, and I think he's done starting for the Las Vegas Raiders. I probably should have done this sooner. I knew he wasn't the answer. As Jacobs gets a carry, he breaks Jack Campbell's tackle and takes that for 4, but we lose our left tackle to injury on this play. I don't know what's going on. Injuries have been nuts in this game. Luckily, his doesn't appear to be that serious as he was on the sideline. That's just a frustrating part of the game, as we're going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs again, and this one goes for a 1st down. He's got 10 carries for 45 yards. I'll take 4.5 yards a carry in the NFL. I know our bread's buttered by running the clock, like I said, so get Jacobs the ball and let him run it. That's a great 7-yard pickup. Miller got a shoulder strain. He's coming back in. We need him out there. Under center's Aiden O'Connell, and he just hands it off again. Josh Jacobs, 1st down. We keep moving the chains. O'Connell's in the gun this time, and it looks like we're finally going to let him pass as he goes to a wide-open Davante Adams and puts it on him for 16. We're in the gun again here with him, but honestly, we're going to keep pounding the rock. I think that that's the best way to do it. That play just didn't work, though. I cut too hard with him. Let's get back under center and run some more stretch plays. They've worked pretty well, but this one gets swallowed up as we go to the left. He only gets a yard back. Now in a situation where we're forced to pass, let's see what Aiden O'Connell can do. He has Davante Adams wide open. He beat his man off the line, and he trusted him and threw it. The corner couldn't recover. And Josh Jacobs getting a carry, cutting it back to the middle. He's down to the 15, setting up a 2nd and 2. We're going to keep letting the time tick down in this quarter and this half as we go back to Jacobs, and he fights ahead for another 1st down for the Raiders. He's already got 16 carries. We're probably going to have to spell him in the 3rd quarter to make sure that he doesn't get too many touches. We can't have our stud out here getting hurt. We need him on the field. Looking to pass is Aiden O'Connell, and that's Hunter Renfrow, touchdown. We're back in this one, as it should be 10-7 if we can hit the extra point. All right, let's see if we can maybe keep them off of the board on this drive and get one more to finish out the 1st half. We can't do anything there, though. Nate Hobbs was beat by Marvin Jones Jr. We have to be careful here, as there's about 3 minutes left in the half. They give it to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, and he just spins off a guy and goes for 8 yards. He's been unstoppable so far. Simply put, our defense needs a complete rebuild. And I know it. The spine of our defense is not good right now. But we get a sack there by sending Amik Robertson on a blitz. That backs the Lions up to a 3rd and 8. Detroit spreads us out. And we're going to send pressure anyway, man. I'm hoping we can get to Goff before he gets the pass off, and we don't do it. Marvin Jones might just go to the house as we don't try to tackle him. Touchdown, Detroit. They're going to extend their lead here before halftime. All right, it's 17-7 here. We need a touchdown, at the very least a field goal on this drive before halftime. Let's see what Aiden O'Connell can do for us. He just checks it down underneath. That's Michael Mayer. Actually, Austin Hooper making the reception, breaking a tackle, and getting a first down. Let's go no huddle here. We're going to run some play action here. Fake the end around. There's a lot of action, and we're going to take a deep shot. That's Devontae Adams well, he was double covered there, but it was knocked down out of his hands. If I'm being honest there, I didn't see that second defender, or else I probably would not have thrown that as we go to Mayer underneath, and that's a drop. He should have held on to that. Devontae Adams is taking a breather on this big 3rd down, but we're going to go to Jacoby Myers on the sideline, and he can't hold on. That's another drop. Come on, man. And now we have to punt it back to Detroit. And the most frustrating thing about this is they're going to have really quite good field position with all 3 timeouts to try to extend this lead even further. As actually we end up knocking them back within the 18-yard line. All right, Lions are looking for points before halftime. That's pretty clear. As they throws it out there, that's Sam Laporta burning Robert Spillane. He's past midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Detroit uses their first timeout here. Man coverage is not the play today against this Lions team. They're burning us. We got to try some zone and see if there's a way to slow down Jared Goff as we send some pressure at him. And he has to check it down, and we get a quick tackle there. They only pick up 3, and they didn't call a timeout, and they're not hustling to the line. That surprises me a little bit. Let's get ourselves in some zone coverage here. Get Tyree Wilson, hopefully getting some pressure, and we do get it. We just overrun him on accident. Jahmyr Gibbs gets taken down. Detroit calls a quick timeout. They only have 29 seconds till halftime, and this is a 3rd down. So this is a huge play as they throw it quick out there. That's Josh Reynolds wide open, getting out of bounds at the 12-yard line with 24 seconds left in the half. Actually, that's Khalif Raymond, not Josh Reynolds. That's a quick check down underneath. Down goes Marvin Jones Jr. He didn't pick up anything. Clock's running here. They didn't hustle, and that's weird to me. There's 9, 8, 7. Are they going to get a snap off or call a timeout here and just kick the field goal? Dan Campbell calls the timeout, and he's probably going to take 3. Riley Patterson's out to attempt a short field goal here from, what? It's probably about 32 yards. It's up and good. Detroit extends their lead up to 20-7 as we get ready to head into the break. As we head into halftime here of this game, it's 20-7. We have basically the same amount of snaps on offense, but our production's been way down compared to the Detroit Lions. As we look at games around the league, we're always going to focus on our divisional games. Looking at the Broncos-Chiefs, the Chiefs winning that one doesn't help us with draft position. You kind of want to see the Broncos upset the Chiefs, but the Chiefs haven't been as good in this. Looking around at the rest of the league here, you see the Patriots losing to the Dolphins. They're starting to go on a bit of a slide here. We got the ball to begin this one, so we got to kick it away to Detroit. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 as Khalif Raymond's in the end zone and just takes the knee. Let's see if we can finally get a stop on defense. Looks like they're flipping the formation here on 1st and 10. Goff throws it quick underneath. That's Laporta again wide open. Come on, defense. We're going to try to just sit in zone coverage and see if that'll help us at all, man. We're not doing well at all here. As that's a carry for Jahmyr Gibbs, and that's going to go nowhere, basically. He picks up 2. We'll still run some pressure at him and such, but I'm trying to stay away from man coverage because the Lions are beating us easily in them one-on-one situations. As they're going to hand it off to Gibbs, and that's a solid under center here, 3rd and inches. They're probably going to hand it off up the middle if I had to guess. They throw a screen out there. That's Marvin Jones converting it. Great decision by Jared Goff. It worked perfectly. All right, let's see if we can get some. Jahmyr Gibbs gets another carry, and we miss a tackle there. There we go. That's a great tackle by Trayvon Moehrig. If we didn't get him down, he was going all the way. Honestly, I'm pretty embarrassed with how this defense is playing. I didn't realize Max Crosby was having such a big impact. Malcolm Kuntz has not been good, which isn't surprising. He's not a good player. You just thought the rest of our defense could do more, but we forgot how to cover, and we forgot how to tackle in this as well. We've been lucky to only hold them to 3 a few times. I just don't think we're very good as Goff. He gets that off just before he gets hit, and they're going to take it down to the 6-yard line. 3 tight ends on the field here to the left. It's going to be play action. Goff in the pocket, moving. We're trying to get pressure on him, but nobody's getting there until JPP does, and then he forces a fumble, and that's a recovery by the Detroit Lions and Malcolm Kuntz. I don't know how he got half a credit for that sack, but you know what? We'll take it. JPP came through and made the play for us. To begin the second half, though, Josh Jacobs is going to get some carries here. I just need him out there to set the tone for the second half. I think I got to do a better job earlier in games of subbing him out and rotating him. I just can't have him getting all these carries early, and then now he's getting stuffed. It's 3rd and 9. Aiden O'Connell's in the gun here. This is a big play for the Raiders, as they got Davante Adams right where they want him, and he drops it. Come on, man. We can't have 4 straight drops. That's ridiculous. Let me tell you, our defense has struggled. They finally make a play, and then our offense, we have a drop from our best offensive player. Just how frustrating is that? And look at that, man. Sam Laporta's wide open. We just didn't follow our coverage rules. There's no reason he should have been that wide open there. Let's see if we can get some pressure on Goff. We don't. That's a quick throw to Laporta. He picks up just a few. Peters gets him down. This feels like a bad idea, but I'm going to try to throw some heat at Jared Goff. It's worked a few times in this game. Let's see if we can do it here. He has to throw it quick, and that's ended up being swatted down and incomplete. 3rd and 8 now. I want to send a blitz, but I just don't think it's a good idea, so we're going to drop back in coverage here. Goff feeling pressure from Adam Butler on the move and throws it away. We get the stop. Maybe they'll just go for 3. And that looks like exactly what they're going to do. It's a 54 or so yard field goal attempt. Riley Patterson's kick is up and no good. He missed that wide right. No points on the board for the Detroit Lions. Josh Jacobs remains in the game for this play. He's going to get a breather after this, though, I promise you. That's a underneath and cut off. Oh, no, I didn't even see him there, man. What a mistake. Bryce Callahan picks us off. Detroit gets the ball back. Man, that was just a bad read by Aiden O'Connell. Lions set up with great field position. It's like that missed field goal never even happened. Goff has to throw that away or just misses. I can't tell. Nobody in the backfield with Jared Goff. He's looking to pass, as you'd expect. He has a man open underneath, even though that was zone coverage. That was a fumble out of bounds there. I'm going to break our rule here. We're coming out with a bunch of down linemen. We're sending a blitz at him and going man coverage behind it. They're going to run play action, and that's covered. I mean, what am I supposed to do there, man? We can't get off any blocks, and he has all day to just throw that down the field. Detroit's 6 yards away from making this a 3-score game, as that's Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in. Touchdown, Detroit. And they are wisely going to go for 2. I don't blame them. That's what I would do in this situation. Then you have a clear 21-point lead as they go to the end zone, and that is Laporta good. I thought we were going to be able to pick it. 28-7 following the 2-point conversion. Zamir White checks into the game to get a few carries to spell Josh Jacobs. He has a nice crease over here to the left. We'll take that for 11 yards. Under center, let's see. That's Zamir White getting another carry, going right up the middle for 7 yards. He's looking a little shaken up. Hopefully he can stay in the game. It looks like he can, so let's see. Can he stay effective? He keeps fighting there. He doesn't get anywhere. He loses a yard on that one. Spreading the field out here on 3rd down. Let's see if we can have any luck here, as that's going to be... Oh, what the heck? He ran into coverage. What are you doing, Jacoby Myers? Desperate times call for desperate measures, man. We're going for this. It's 4th and 4. We need a conversion or else this game's over. Let's drop back with O'Connell and see if we can find an open Davante Adams, and we can't. Turnover. Bad throw. I rushed it. Probably should have waited a few seconds. Maybe that would have been better. Lions are going to take over on our side of the field once again. Or on their side of the field once again, as Jahmyr Gibbs has a big crease up the middle. He breaks Marcus Epps' tackle. Tyree Wilson gets him down. But he has 17 carries for like 150 yards. He's killing us, man. He's making everybody who doubted him being the number 12 overall pick look crazy in this game. As that's Goff checking it down underneath. That one's a minimal pickup of 5. And I say minimal because most of their plays have gone for far more yards than that in this game. Our defense has been dreadful without our stud defensive linemen out there. That one works, though. It's 3rd and 4. Let's see if we can stop them here. They may not run a play. They do snap it before the 2-minute warning. I wasn't sure they would, and they convert it. And they break a tackle. Marcus Peters gets over there with Spillane, and he goes down at about the 4-yard line. The Lions are going to open up the 4th quarter with goal to go in excellent position. They're dominating us today. It's 28-7. We don't even have 100 yards passing. It's been a rough one. Fantasy owners would love having Jahmyr Gibbs this week. There have been some weeks they've been disappointed in him, but this wouldn't be one. He's been a beast. As they actually pass it on the goal line, and down goes Jared Goff. Divine Diablo gets the sack. All right, they hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Down he goes. He had nowhere to go. That's a great play by David Long Jr. This is probably dumb, but we're going to try to send some pressure and heat up Jared Goff. We've had a little bit of success with this in the red zone. That's how we've gotten stops. They're going to start draining the clock here. That's a quick pass towards the end zone and a touchdown. Khalif Raymond is going to give the Lions a 34-7 lead today. Let's open this up and try to pass it here. That's Michael Mayer open, and he drops it. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. Even when I do something well, I feel like I'm being punished by this game right now. We're going to go Davante Adams in one-on-one coverage, and he can't hold on. They say that's knocked out too. Come on now. Big 3rd and 10 here. We're going to send a guy in motion. Let's see. Looks like we have Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker over there. We're going to go underneath the Myers. We're going to take the yards, and we're going to go for it on 4th down. I know this probably isn't the best idea, but at this point, what do we have to lose? We're going to drop back with O'Connell. Look to pass. That's Michael Mayer wide open up the middle of the field. 1st down. We keep this drive alive. There isn't a whole lot to be happy about in this game. But it looks like we might have Davante Adams open. That's a nice recovery, though, by the corner for Detroit. 2nd and 10 now. Let's see what we can do with Aiden O'Connell. Oh, that's going to be a nice pass in there to Jacoby Myers. Down to the 33-yard line. We're actually doing some decent things passing the ball on this drive. Back under center is O'Connell, but we're still looking to pass. That's going to be a nice underthrow. What the heck, dude? Austin Hooper was open. I don't know why he threw it behind him. Who's that? Sutton maybe with the pick there. That's going to be a pick 6. Detroit extends their lead up even further. Cameron Sutton takes it to the house. Taking over here with another disappointing play. And you're kidding me, right? That's Jack Campbell taking it back to the house. This is pathetic at this point, man. We're going to keep Jacobs out of this game. I just don't see a point in risking an injury to him at this point in this game here. We're going to keep firing, though, and keep trying this. That's going to be a quick, easy completion until he drops it. Man, 7 of 20, and there's so many drops. I mean, I don't know what to do. Even Davante Adams has had drops today. We go to Hunter Renfrow, and he can't drop that one at least, so that's a completion. We're going to send Myers in motion, and let's see if this play will work. Reaching back into our bag of tricks, trying new ones here. As that's Davante Adams wide open. We're going to get the 1st down. Nothing worth celebrating on this drive, so we're not going to celebrate a 1st down as we go to Michael Mayer for 9. All right, looks like we're going to throw a screen here. Amir Abdullah gets it. They don't block Jack Campbell. What are you doing if you're not going to block anybody? Why do I have you out there playing O-line? This has got to be one of the more frustrating things about this team right now. We're looking to pass again, and that's going to be a sack. Nobody came open. 2 receivers ran into each other. That's just ridiculous. Kobe Myers wide open, gets the completion. It's going to be 3rd and 3. That's much more manageable. It doesn't matter what we do here. We're going for it regardless. That's Jacoby Myers wide open. 1st down. We're going to move the chains anyway. That's immediate pressure right there. What happened, man? Greg Van Roten shaken up, so maybe he got hurt on the play, and that's what happened. He's on the sideline, though, so hopefully he's all right. Looking to pass here with O'Connell. It looks like that's Davante Adams open, getting the reception, getting all them yards back, where it's going to be 3rd and 1. We're going to go under center for 3rd and 1 and hand it off. That's Zamir White getting the edge, getting the 1st down, trying to cut inside. We'll take it, though. We're down to the 19-yard line. I know it's hard to be happy with what we've seen so far on this drive, but we'll take at least some positive gains here on offense. It's been a rough one, so this drive here could help us big time as we go back to Zamir White, and that's a solid pickup, but nothing crazy. And we lose our left tackle on the play. Hopefully he's not out for long. He's on the sideline. That's a good sign. That's Zamir White. He has nowhere to go, though. It's 4th and 5. We're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Miller bruised ribs. He can come back in. All right, 2-minute warning. I've been thinking about this, and I brought it here because I wasn't sure what to do. Part of me wants to just take the points, but at the same time, we need plays on offense. So that's what I'm doing here. At this point, we need to figure out some plays that work for us. So we're going to take our chance and go to Michael Mayer and get the first down and keep this drive alive. Here's to hoping maybe we can get some more points on this drive as O'Connell's back to pass. Throw it away. I don't see anybody open. He just gets rid of it. 2nd and goal. We're going to spread him out. I don't see anybody until now. Touchdown. No, he knocked out. I threw it too late. That's on me. All right, 3rd and goal. Let's see what we can do here. That's Devontae Adams. And it's picked. He threw it behind him. What are you doing there, man? Oh, no. Aiden O'Connell with his 4th interception on the day. Well, this one went uglier than what it probably did in real life. I'm embarrassed with how this game finished out. We should have been better than this. I threw too many interceptions. I got frustrated and started going for it too early. I got out of our game script, and you know what? We deserved to lose it. This was a disappointing one. Looking at player stats from this game, there isn't a whole lot to be proud of at the quarterback position. Aiden O'Connell played okay, I guess, but 4 interceptions simply is not good enough. Garoppolo wasn't good. He was inaccurate. And honestly, his time as a player for the Raiders is probably over. I hope to never see him throw another pass for me again. Looking at our ground game, we struggled. We had some decent moments, but it wasn't great. Looking at our receivers, we had far too many drops. We had 6 drops, and they all came from 3 of our biggest playmakers, so that's frustrating. We had struggles across the O-line, of course. That's not shocking. Looking at defense, Divine Diablo led us in tackles. He had a decent day. 2 TFLs for Bernie and Long, and add in Diablo as well. We had a bunch of other people get 1. Sacked by JPP, sacked by Meek Robertson, sacked by Amari Bernie and Divine Diablo. And then no interceptions. Flipping it over to look at the Lions, Jared Goff played quite well today. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 22 of 30, 337 yards. He had a get-right game, and maybe this will help him go forward for the rest of the season and turn the Lions season around. Looking on the ground, Jahmyr Gibbs, he was single-handedly killed us. 22, 173, and a touchdown. He was an absolute menace. Marvin Jones had a great day against us as well, as did Sam Laporta. Really, everybody that they tried to get the ball to had a fantastic day against us. Jack Campbell made all sorts of plays across the middle of the field. He seemed to be always in the way when we tried to run the ball or throw the ball. Looking at sacks, they got 2, 1 for Pascal, 1 for Aquara. At least we didn't allow too many. But we threw 4 interceptions, and that's just simply not good enough. So, this is a disappointing one. Coming out of that disappointing defeat to the Detroit Lions, the Raiders are going to take on another disappointing team. That's the 3-5 New York Giants. I almost don't want to win this game, but, at the end, it's hard to lose and not love the quarterback class. We do have a breakout linebacker challenge, so hey, that might be a good thing for this team. Maybe we can develop a young player. And it looks like we also had an injury coming out of this, and that is, of course, to Belial Nichols. He's going to miss 4 more weeks on top of this one. Luckily, I believe one of them should be a bye, or he might come back just after the bye, but Crosby's also going to still miss another game, so we're still in trouble. It's not honestly looking too good for us, as we did have some practice injuries last week. Andre James, our center, also missed time, along with Jakob Johnson. I knew I didn't get rid of him. I was confused on what happened to him. He was injured. That's why we had Brandon Bolden playing fullback for us. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Next time we'll take on the New York Giants, and we'll try to get our 3rd win on the season. I'm LDJ11. Thank you for watching Raiders Franchise. Have a great day, and I'm out.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get